It's been a while since I've looked at a very tiny map. And well, here we are. This is the smallest African reed beds ever. We got 2 players. They're around 2k elo. They're actually twin brothers. You may recognize them from community games. We got Masty James in the north. We got Emu Warrior in the south. And this is African reed beds. Now, my goal is to do every single map that exists in the smallest possible version. This is number 66 or something along those lines. And all the recent ones, and we're going to continue this trend. TC and tower range is nerfed. So you can see there, the TC's not ranging. The range of buildings is halved because like tower spam became pretty crazy in the early going. Man, shout out to T-West. Salutes, please, for T-West because he has made this very accurate to the original so far, if you know this map. Because there's usually the reeds in the middle with the box turtles. You also have the fish in the north and the south, the markets in the corners, and then the little gold hills. I mean, the attention to detail is fantastic. I don't know who the favorite is here, but I can tell you the difference between the 2 players is that Masty's the more open map brother, and then Emu is the more closed map player. So maybe in some ways this suits Masty, because I guess in theory it could be more aggressive. I don't know. Emu wanders over here and is going to try and lame this rhino. The funny thing is, it's like, if the rhino dies here, it's not that big a deal for Masty, and Masty de-aggroes it with the house foundation. And listen, I didn't want to go for pro players this one. I wanted to lower the level a little bit. But this is, that was a really good play there. They are still 2K. That's still, 2K these days is what, top 450, 500? That's not including all those Smurf accounts. Pretty good stuff. Anyone else a little overwhelmed watching this at the moment? There's a lot of stuff here. I don't have small trees on, so the bushes and the trees are very large, which I think is making it a little busier for us. So we've got Turks versus Malay here, and Masty loses his scout, and Emu says bonk. They're usually pretty chatty players. I find it hilarious how they're like in the same house right now, just gaming it up for us right now. That's so sick. Masty gonna wall. Would it even be worth docking these dolphins? Probably not, right? It's actually, that'd be a 6 spot for a mill. There's 3 of those. There's 1,000 food there. Right now, Masty trying to wall towards the middle. And this is going to develop into an actual real game. This is like a real Age of Empires 2 game. Just, you know, a little bit more condensed. Little bite-sized Age of Empires 2 for your little appetizer, you know? Not your full game. Yeah, this is really good awareness here. 350 food per dolphin. D-Bent says, did you know small trees is a nerf to Emu in Cornhole since he often uses branches to help guide his back? D-Bent, is this a reference from the USA meetup that Duve held? There's a doc here from Masty. He'll think about fishing. I assume that Cornhole reference is from the USA meetup, which I've been invited to 2 years in a row, but I have not been able to make it. It's pretty cool, though. Every time there is one, I get to see a photo. And it's cool to see everyone hanging out together. Okay. So right now, Emu being a real pest with this scout. I don't know where Masty was going exactly, but Masty's not really paying a lot of attention to this villager. Emu's clicking like a nerd. No one has clicked up to Feudal Age yet. I find it hilarious that Masty's actually docked there. And Masty's villager is going to make it on home. Both these civilizations could actually be fantastic with a castle drop. And we are going to have all 8 games played. So YouTube, you're going to see 8 more of these over the coming weeks. And Masty... Masty walls in Emu's Ville. Ah! And now Emu escapes. Okay, quick walls are needed. The nice thing is you don't have to worry about a scout really doing much against you. And the walls get deleted. Okay. Feudal Age on the way there for Emu. Maybe no surprise. Advances super fast. And it seems like the plan is tower rush. Now, the players should know tower range is nerfed significantly. So a normal tower range is I think, 7? Why do I like second guess myself on this? I think it's like 7? Or is it 8? 7 or 8? Anyways, it's half that. I think, though, I don't know if it can do 3.5. I think it's just 3. Like, the TC range here is 3, where usually it's 6. And what in God's name is... Hello? Macy saw this. Macy was not happy about it. And Macy's going to try and fight this off right now. I think Emu wanted to get enough walls down to be able to maybe protect the tower foundation. This villager has just been stranded and is going to path directly into the TC and dies. That is our second kill of the game, and now we got crazy walls here from Macy. Macy still in Dark Age. Still in Dark Age, has not clicked up. What in the world is this game right now? Space is at a premium, though, right? Like, there's so little space around. It's going to be super important to get areas locked down. There goes the tower. Now, I just thought of something. Does anyone know if Emu Warrior is a warrior that happens to be an emu? Or is it a warrior who attacks emus? I've seen his profile picture. It is an emu with a hat on. So I imagine he is an emu who happens to also be a warrior. But I just saw an ostrich die. So, like, emu killed an ostrich. Is there bad blood there? I thought they were, like, kind of family. They're both in the weird, awkward bird family. I don't know. So, Feudal Age Tower Rush. This tower does protect a small amount of this area. But a whole lot of running around right now for Emu's villagers. And I think he's going to have to get his villagers to work here. Keep in mind that a castle would also have less range. And now more villagers coming through from Emu. I don't think Castle Age is realistic for Mace either. So what we ended up seeing in some of the other games is players would try and get to archers in Feudal Age. Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. Welcome to the smallest African reed beds ever. What in God's name is this? Just a full-on Vil War. Thank God we got the boxing gloves on. Oh, a nice quick wall. Oh, this could be disastrous for Masty. Oh, this is tasty for Emu. Shoot. Oh, I mean, the tower's right next to all this. It's a trap, and Masty is now escaping with 3 Vils, but the rest are trapped in here. They will die. Wait. That was his own wall. Oh, shoot. And now he's trying to escape. Well, that still was really bad. He still did lose 6 Vils, but the rest of the villagers escaped, which maybe makes it reasonable. Because Macy hasn't had as many villagers, like, running around this game. Macy's actually, you know, has similar amounts of workers right now. Okay. Another tower now. And you got to be careful here if you're Emu next to that TC. Emu could be backing off the idea of a future tower right now. How many resources we have on this map? That's a lot of resources for a map that's this tiny. Like, this is the full zoom out. This is hilarious. So I guess right now, like, Macy's going to have the left side. Macy just going to drop a mill there to take the zebra. Keep in mind, these players have never played this before. I guarantee you, if you're watching this, you probably haven't either. And so, it's probably not easy. Like, I played one. It was pretty tough for me. Emu wandering through with another villager. Does feel like Macy's going to hit Castle Age faster. And, ooh, nice quick wall there from Emu. So now that villager's just in there. And Macy's going to make sure that villager stays there. Okay. Market needs to come up. Market will complete soon. Then Blacksmith needs to come up for yellow. The Dolphins continue to scream. I kind of feel bad for them at the moment. There's the Blacksmith. Okay, and the resources are then there for Castle Age. And there's villagers on stone. So this is most likely a castle drop. Where can you actually place a castle? Any ideas? Seriously. Like, where is a good castle spot? Like, there's just so much crap everywhere. Yeah, I guess you'd have to delete your market for a good spot. That might be your best spot because it's towards the middle. But then you're deleting your market. That kind of sucks. Emu, I think, is going to be fine because, again, the castle range is pretty weak. Emu's got nice little foundations, nice little walls everywhere. And even expanding the walls here on the left side. Has plenty of food underneath the TC. Just finished the dolphins, which was a good source of food income there. But, you know, being the Malay, we'll click up here soon and be okay, I think. Man, this is funny. Like, you can't even go siege and castle drop if you're yellow because you can't even fit a siege workshop. This is... have we seen a game where space seemed like more of an issue? Like, look at all the little trees and bushes. Oh, everything's in the way. Yeah, Emu's just like, stone wall. This is sick. Look at that. What is that? Like 65% of the map right there? Okay, hear me out. Fast Im, elite cannon galleon from a dock. Can you imagine? It would actually take down the walls for you. But I don't know how you're going to get imp. So that's probably not going to that's probably not going to happen. Emu's being a nerd. So he's building the gate through his own wall. You can actually do that on the diagonal. And oh my god, was he trying to block the castle spot? Wow, that's next level. He was actually trying to block the castle spot. So he expected it because he can also see all this. And there goes the castle from Masty. So Masty found a spot. The market then is still there, which I think you need because like you're going to be relying on buying and selling. You could barely chop trees at this point. Castle will be able to destroy one layer of wall, but the castle has 5 range, is it? Base range of 4, okay. Emu loses a Vil, says F. You could drop the respects in chat with the emote if you wish. And yeah, now the Janissary comes out. Now ranged units, they are not actually nerfed. So that is a 7 range unit that is shooting guns right now. That is quite strong. Emu still has not clicked up. Needed the blacksmith and boom. Well, no boom, but could eventually be a boom. Emu loses the scout. Were those palisade walls deleted by yellow? I think so. But there's no gaps. Also, shout out to this villager. She's working away. I'll have to keep an eye on her. Oh my god, don't tell me. Dude, she might be free at some point. Watch out. 1 minute away from the next stage is Emu. And it's turned into a pretty good game. I mean, originally I was concerned that Emu was Vil fighting too much and that the villagers were running around and not collecting resources. But Emu has since corrected that. And she... Wait, what? What happened to her? Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, we were going to keep an eye on her. We missed her. And wow, that feels crazy far. Like, this feels like unnatural range, but that is natural range in an unnatural world. We've got a petard now as well from good old Emu. Masty, rather. And Masty is through. Emu notices this. Towers won't offer a ton of protection. Like, I think you could actually sit underneath this tower, maybe, and deny the gold. See what happens here. What is the plan here for Emu? I was thinking Emu wanted a fast Imperial Age. That's some nice aggression there from Masty. And the Janissaries make it through. So the petard, the castle, everything was able to get through right at the perfect time, it feels like. Ooh. I don't know if you want to go too far with these bad boys. Could get walled in, and one goes down to the TC. The other one getting chased down. There's also a tower here still, so you got to be careful. And it seems as though he is being careful enough. I think this is fast imp. Look at their resources. Yellow has stopped making units. Purple's not making units either. Guys, we so rarely see imp in these games. Like, I remember the 1v1 Michi, the Black Forest, we saw imp. Like, the super closed maps. I was not expecting this to be closed. Yeah, I wonder how helpful these fishing ships, those 3 fishing ships on fish traps have been. It is 38 villagers against 23, though. These villagers doing their best to take out the wall. And then the tower. I don't think the castle can actually range the tower, funnily enough. So Emu's going to build a castle. Where does Emu build this? I think, like, just right on your gold is fine. Right next to your TC. This is crazy. Yeah, it's a fast imp war. Macy just bought food. Oh, we're going to see a castle there. Oh, shoot. I can't wait till they need wood for Trebs and need to figure that one out. Okay, Emu's also bought food. Guys, they're twin brothers. Can you imagine, like, yelling down the hall? Or if he's on the other side of the room, like, are you up yet? Did you click up? I'd be trash talking so much right now. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Imp, Malay, castle. Check out these timings. Bam. 40-second difference. Now, you need 200 wood and 200 gold. Which is not going to be easy. Emu's free infantry armor OP. Yeah, I don't think that upgrade's going to help too much here. Okay, yellow making a siege workshop, so Turks get chemistry for free. We barely had room for that. But that means bombard cannons. I heard a villager die. Oh, there were actually karambits. Killed the Janissary. Okay. Yep. Well, the armor was OP. Yeah, it's kind of funny how the TC overlaps with the castle. You don't see that every day. That's pretty interesting. The people who own the town center are going to be really upset about that. They're like, come on, I lived here before this castle was here. Back in my day, they had respect for me in this town center. Okay. We got a trade card on the way from Emu. Don't trade, bro. Are you actually going to trade? Well, he could still make a treb, so maybe it's worth it. Oh, he's trading long distance to the neutral markets. That's something I forgot to talk about. How much gold is this going to get? Is the amount of gold relative to the map size? Or relative to the tiles and distance? Because if it's relative to the map size, you might actually get tons of gold. Because if this was a normal map, that distance would get like 70-something gold. 16! That's actually better than I thought, but that's still not great. It's relative to the distance. I mean, normally bombard cannons make a big difference here, guys. And Maesty can make them. Now, this might be one of those scenarios, though, where the Treb can beat the bombard cannon because the bombard cannons can't really move around. I think Maesty saw that there was trade, signaled it, and Emus is profit. There goes the trade cart. That was 100 wood and 50 golds. That's another Treb, basically. And now the Janissaries can camp here. That was a really nice move for Maesty. Maesty's actually coming this way with the bombard cannon, but might lose the castle, is trying to make a Treb. I like the tower. I think you need something here. I don't know where these... Oh, they're trying to re-wall this right now. All right, there we go. You have the villagers to waste. Oh, man. Maesty with some tasty kills. That's perfect. Castle's down for Maesty. Maesty's going to be housed soon. Maesty's got 3 Janissaries, can't make any more. 1 bombard cannon, and then 1 Treb, and can't make any more Trebs. There are karambits inside of this castle, too. And he's researching the attack upgrade, so he's going to try and use them. And maybe you task the Trebs onto the bombard cannon here. That is a bombard cannon attack round between both Trebs to damage both. But the bombard cannon needs to be microed. There go the karambits. There's the attack round again. The karambits have that armor. How much does it help? They're cheap. How much does that help? They're tickling the bombard cannon. I think the bombard cannon goes down. I think the karambits actually work here. Janissary goes down. Bombard cannon goes down. Castle staying up. Another bombard cannon's out, though. The Treb. The Treb goes down. So it's 2 Janissaries. And then the bombard cannon. That's it. I think the bombard cannon stays up, though. It definitely stays up. And this is like the last stand in this game. There's a couple more karambits. Now that's interesting. Is that a... Okay, so I was going to say, what was happening there? I guess he was repairing the cannon, but it looked like he was building in that tile. but then he actually did build in the tile. The fact that the castle doesn't protect the trebs right now is insane. All because of the range change. Like, if that wasn't the case, then Macy would have won this, or Emu would have won this game already. Wall delete, wall delete, wall delete. Karambit's coming through. Karambit's coming through. Maybe the TC fire could help a little bit. Oh, that's so costly. I think Emu's going to take it. Bombard cannons get sniped. Trebs stay up this whole time. There could be no more gunpowder for Macy. He cannot get there. It would have to be like... I guess he'd have to build a barracks and then an archer range to make hand cannons. I don't see that as being realistic. The TC will crash down. There's then no protection for the 2 units remaining in defense here for Macy. And Macy, I think he's the favorite between these two. I really don't know in these settings. He doesn't want to lose to his brother for all the internet to see. The GG's called. What a fun game that was. That was super cool. In the end, well, first off, I was never expecting a fast imp, but what I was really impressed with the Emu was the forward walls. The forward walls gave him a lot of space and time to work with. And ultimately, the Trebs seemed to be the answer. Well, the Trebs and the Karambits, right? Like, he was able to make enough Karambits. I guess they're so cheap. It's just enough to push back the bombard cannons, which normally would, I think, be better there. Res collected was super close. I just think it maybe just comes down to how cheap the Karambits were, and the free armor is actually very helpful. 29 Karambits, 2 Trebs in the starting scout against 5 Janissaries, 3 bombard cannons, 2 petards. And then the starting scout. Oh, man. So, fun game. Very close. And very rare that we see imp on these tiny maps because everything happens so fast. So, well played to these two. Obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. We'll have more small maps coming to the channel every couple days here, mixed into my content over the coming weeks. Leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoyed this one. This one looked really cool. I wonder if maybe at the end of these, or maybe even the beginning, we could have an edit. We'll just do it for the end here. Maybe if Hardy could just show what the normal African reed beds look like for YouTube's sake. And this is what it looked, well, you know, Hardy's going to be annoyed that I'm talking right now, but this is what the normal African reed beds looks like. This is what the small version of African reed beds looks like. And it's just so cool with all the little details. Hardy's going to hate that I did this all live, and it's going to be smudged together for YouTube. But hopefully it was good content. Oh, wait, Macy didn't win. Emu won. Okay. Oh, God. This is so bad. Okay.